Okay, let's see. Oh, this whole.
Ow!
Sir.
What the fuck? Ow.
All right. We are live, so stop it, you goons.
Okay. Those with, for the record, those were thrown before you said anything.
I'd like to note on the record.
Go on record. And
I can't be getting in trouble in this unit. I barely joined.
Don't worry. There's a reason why Drommel is LOFF.
Yes.
You can't do much worse than him.
Okay, when you put it like that.
Is that why he's silver?
Under the bus
Oh,
we
I'm an
go. The wheels of the bus go round and round.
I'm an armiger pilot.
Amiga. Yeah, amiga.
Yeah.
We love
The bus
amigas.
go round and round and round.
Shut up, crab.
How did we live?
'Cause
Crack.
God
How did I-
wills it.
Supposed to be there.
Crack also just doesn't work unless you hit him directly, pretty much.
Really? Huh. Which shows you how much I use Warhammer mods.
Amazing, X.
The Commissar can't stop me.
Yeah.
Stop. Dig. All right.
Love that song.
So let's
Gosh.
begin our evening with a simple introduction. Welcome to House Kronos training session. This is just a basic introductory. I know some of you guys are newer and some of y'all are just checking it out to see what's going on. You are all very welcome. Happy to have you. A lot of this stuff, there is documentation for it and everything. I can absolutely... Oh, here. Easier for you. I'll go here.
Yes.
There is a lot of the... Why did I not change my outfit? That's right. There is a lot of basics we'll go over, just things to get y'all in comfortable. First and foremost, if you hit escape, go to configure in your controls, and then go to the configure add-ons. Have that whole list at the top. You can have the ace or ace common is what it usually does. You scroll down and find the Imperial Knights. It's right above ML700 _ jetpack under DUI squad radar. In there are your controls. Make sure you set these up to how you feel comfortable. Most of them you don't really have to change. The only one I would recommend is changing dodge. Because if you hit spacebar while you are in the night and you hit the dismount button, you will dismount in the middle of a melee. And it is quite
Oh, Lord.
embarrassing. So, don't do what we do and we've done mistake and did. Make sure you change that to where it's something else. Personally, I have mine on X. You can change it to wherever you want.
X sounds good.
That said, get into a little bit here. You guys are comfortable with that. You can also, let me see, is the setting for it? I know there was another one here. If you go under configure add-on options, client, and you scroll down to the Imperial Knights, you can change the call sign that you have in there as well. Don't worry about the knight or the armature settings for the damage dividers. That's for the server. It doesn't affect anything. But you can change your call sign that shows up for friendlies. So it's a little bit easier to keep track of who is who.
Copy that.
That one's under, if you hit configure again, add-on options. Just two little neat, helpful little tidbits there.
Absolutely. That's very useful. Thank you.
And set that up. Hold the spreadsheet. Oh. Some of this here. as far as the leadership component goes, there is myself as time being the Princeps Majoris of the Questor House, House Kronos, and we have our Princeps Rommel, who is the current leader of the Warpack. You ever come up with a name with it, or are we just rolling with what I put in there?
I didn't know I was supposed to come up with something. I thought we were calling it Hydra because that's what you came up with.
And Hydra it is. Yes, so Princeps Minoris Drommel is the leader of the 2nd Lance of Hydra. Currently, 3rd Lance of Chimera is open. Myself leading the Ghost Lance with Mr. Dagger. And we have somebody else. I need to update the one in Discord. I haven't updated that one in a while. But we are of the more Greek influence. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Would you like me to change mine because it's currently Roman?
That's fine.
All right.
Your name is fine. It's just for your actual Lance name and the title and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
It is the Greek.
Yes.
I hate this. I go back and I open this up and I'm like, yes, I have this wonderful spreadsheet in this document that is so set up so perfectly to help people. And then I look and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many spelling errors. I keep looking at it and there's so many. It's driving me nuts.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes, when it comes to a lot of questions of actually piloting the knights and maneuvering them and shooting and scooting them and tactics like that, this Drommel here is your go-to armature specialist. He is definitely one of the better ones with that. I'm good with one, but not as good as him. I will just admit that in there. However, when it comes to the actual knights themselves, I will probably your best resource when it comes to that, simply with the fact that I've had probably over a year of experience of constantly piloting the thing. So if you have any questions with that or concerns, I've consistently worked with it for a very long time. We tried to do this actually last year in 2023, starting up in this time frame. So a little bit more successful this time around, especially with the introduction of the armatures, which is awesome. I was so excited to actually have them, because we tried to have the Sentinels as stand-ins for them, and it did not work. They are
I can imagine.
They're extremely goofy. But other than that, any immediate questions from anybody? Concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints? Comments, concerns, meal orders, meal plans. Silences. No. Big Macs? Okay. Burger King guy over here. Got it.
It's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Big Mac?
Big Mac's McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah. Hence, you're going to
Said
Burger King.
Oh, you going to go to Burger King? Damn. really doing that to Rex. It's his first day here. What the fuck?
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
The question is how large is the bus? Someone said bus.
The bus is massive, dude. It can fit all of us.
That's a pretty small bus, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. It's a short bus.
RX.
Mm-hmm.
Butter basket from Culver's? Bro, I live in Culver's territory too, so I ain't gonna say no to that. So the only problem is every time I go to Culver's, it gives me the runs, so. Yeah, that's why I just ate before I started doing this, because I knew
Rex,
food was gonna come up as a topic somewhere in there. And
Did you just eat a sandwich, though, Rex?
Every time we do this, food comes up as a topic, and it's like, son of a...
So glad I ate before I came here. I ate a big meal as well. Shit. I'm not going to speak so we get off of the topic sooner.
You're fine. So, for an initial point here, what we're going to do is that I'm going to get everybody into the knights. Those who are experienced, make sure to try to help everybody else out. Those who have never been in a knight or have had very limited experience with them, armatures, We'll start with armigers first because they're a lot easier to maneuver and control, because they were the newer of the editions, and Web Knight put a lot of love and time into them to get them up and running. So I'll get those down. You guys can play around with them a little bit. If you are going to do any shooting or anything like that, just make sure to go. Well, actually, we just stay right here because we're not going to go over. Just stay within this area. Don't actually go over the wall just yet because I don't want to mess with any of the capture points. Just get used to it. We'll spend a couple minutes doing that first, and then I'll have a couple of y'all switch teams. We'll get into some dueling drills just to get comfortable
Awesome.
with stabbing other people and maneuvering how it feels, how it works, and everything. Because it is going to be a little bit of an experience, but it's very important you guys get in and actually run around first to see how it feels before you start doing anything crazy with the fighting. Then we'll move to the shooting, and then we'll get a couple of skirms in, and it'll be a wonderful evening. So right now, let me get you guys, yeah, the old lovely Tyrannus. Now, when you are getting in, let me know if you have any issues. I will spawn in another one for you or help you fix it.
Oh, yep. Wow, is that loud?
Mhm.
Down, Mr. Brown, we're good to go. So yeah, just get the feel for it, get comfortable with it first, because it's going to be a whole new ball game once you start getting into the melee. Give a few laps around. You're not going to break the walls, so you can shoot them as well. You can't break them down by meleeing, so want to get into that as
Stay in
well.
the middle.
Yeah, you can run around the whole thing. Just don't go up the
Nah.
ramp.
Pretty comfortable with this already, so I'm just gonna sit in the middle
Oh,
and watch
gotcha.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you get a feel for all your controls, test out your dodging, test out your...
It doesn't look like anything right now, Rex. But to change it,
Just you have to do normal controls. Configure, add-on options. Under client, just go down to Imperial Knights. Once they're obviously Knight call sign, leave blank for profile and nickname. That doesn't really work, so just put whatever name you want in there, and then pop out and pop back in the armiger, and it should update, if I'm not mistaken.
Should. The dagger.
All right, I need to turn down audio for effects.
Oh yeah, this is very loud.
With all, I'm used to like 1 or 2 running around, not 7.
Yeah, you think it's loud now? Wait till the gunfire starts. It is deafening. That's what I said. Like, even though right now the Avenger Gatling Cannon and the missiles don't really do any damage to Knights, or actually the Avenger doesn't do any at all, but the missiles don't, even though they don't do any damage, if you start getting like barraged and hit with them, it is extremely disorienting.
Yeah, it's more of a suppressive
Especially if
weapon
you're
than
not
a.
used to it.
Yeah.
It's smoke everywhere, it's loud, it shakes your screen, you can't see.
Oh, you can animation cancel with dodge. I never knew that.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, we got enough for it. How's everybody feeling? Getting a little warm up, get your legs stretched out, see
Mhm.
how things are feeling.
Yeah, I did Rex.
The meltas don't work on other knights or armigers. They do work on infantry and tanks, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. It lets you actually see who's who in battlefields if you don't know armor looks.
Alright, let's do this. Mr. Dagger, Mr. Xiao, and Mr. Drommel, if you want to go opt for real quick. I'll get you guys over here, and then we'll get some practice in.
Yes.
These gentlemen.
Excellent. Yes. All according to plan.
3v3s are gonna be fun on this.
Oh yeah.
We'll
the
start with
duel.
1v1 so everyone can see what it's like first.
That's
We'll just
fair.
all run towards the same guy on the 3v3.
It is a legitimate tactic. Like, that's the one thing that we have said over and over again. When it comes to, like, an honor duel of a 1v1, obviously you do everything in the honorable way and respect that. But when it is in a war, a tournament, and it's a live scenario, bro, you're there to fucking win. I swear to God, if you guys don't actually try to win and do every dirty trick in the book, like, you're not. I will be mad.
Yes.
If somebody is in a
unnamed
duel,
tactic.
if
Like-
somebody is in a duel 1v1ing while they're in a tournament, I don't care how mad the opposing team will get. You are to get in there and help your teammate out. Like, stab him in the back, beat him down. You are there to win. You are not there to play around.
I love that it auto-locked to the guy on the ground, whoever that is. Oh, it's just a
Obviously,
random enemy. Well, one of the AI is just on the ground, and my the cannon auto-locked to the guy on the ground.
That is Drummel. That's an actual person. But yeah, it does.
Oh, I see.
What?
My cannon auto-locked to you because you're not in the knight.
Alright,
Yep.
Yeah,
so
it does that.
It didn't lock to the knight, it locked onto you.
Rex
Checks
wants
out.
to go first. Let's see, Zhao, want to get in there?
Oh yeah. Sure, I'll do it. It's cool, baby.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Let's go, yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Melee
melee
only.
only.
Yep. Alright, you may commence. Begin. Cross.
Ooh, try.
Nice block. Don't rely on the block too much. The block is good on the third swing. If you swing before that, you are just setting yourself up to get hit 1 or 2 more times. Keep that in mind. Ooh, the cross blow.
Ooh.
Double cross blow.
Trades for third.
Oh.
There we go.
Good fight.
Third swing. Good fight, good fight. Not bad for the first time out, sir.
How do you swing? I only noticed that my melee
E.
key is E.
So yeah, you also have to
Just
be in
stomp.
melee range of something else that is
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it auto does stomp, but if you're in melee range of another enemy armiger or knight, it will allow you to melee.
Cool.
You can hop back in that one next so you can hear a little bit more safely. Alright, who is up next?
I can step up.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Are you the guy on the right? Am I right?
Alright, Knight Minerva versus Knight Dagger. You may commence. Dagger going right in. That dodge. There you go. Nice block. See? He blocked on the third swing. Did have to eat those first 2, but he did hit. Was able to stop that third one. It's very important.
Oh, Rex. To be fair, the AI in melee combat is cracked. Like, if you can win, but it is like
Crack.
highly unlikely.
There you
You
go.
have to
Good
preempt
hits.
everything.
Don't be afraid to use that dodge. It is your best friend. Don't rely on the block too much. Block is very situational. Dodge is your friend. It does heat up your core, so watch that as well. It may not be so bad in the 1v1 duels, but once you start getting into the skirmishes and the actual fights, your core goes hot very fast. Especially with a lot going on, it's hard to pay attention to it. Ooh, the cross. Very good. And the
Oh.
kick. There you go.
Well done. GG.
If I
From
might
the
get
distance. Very good. Good. Excellent showing though, Minerva. That was excellent.
I do
What
my
was your health
best.
at from the first engagement we had?
You've hit him 3 times, so it would have been down to 40
3. Gotcha.
for armor. Yeah. Because each hit on an armature does 20. I think it's the same with knights.
For
last record?
Armature versus Armature and Knight versus Knight is the same kind of damage level, but a Knight
Mhm.
2 shots an Armature, whereas an Armature has to
Yeah.
go through the same verses. So you have to basically hit 5 times to get a kill versus here, sorry, there you go. Versus just being able to hit twice with a knight. So melee against the knight is doable. It's very dangerous though. Armatures,
Yeah, I
that's
can
why we
imagine.
practice with these guys on the lower end, so you're always getting the speed, you're getting the maneuverability versus the knight. Knight is fantastic, but man, does it ever swing. All right, Mr. Drama, Mr. Crab, when you are ready, you may commence.
Alright then.
The trade. What do you call them? Crossbows?
Cross counter. Yeah, it's a cross.
Right,
Oh,
I
okay.
changed my
Yes.
dodge. Shit.
Rip.
That's fucking
Take
deep.
that time to find out.
Getting some good hits.
There you go.
I forgot I changed my dodge.
Can't forget your keybinds. Get your kill. Crab going for the fake out. Ooh, a little too far with that swing, but an excellent dodge out. A little early with the, oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was at 20 for the end of that fight.
That's all right. Excellent show, sir. All right, if you go to the safe other side and dismount, I'll get you here. Back over here, Rommel.
So, quick question: if we turn on the, I think the collapsible objects thing, and I run in, do I stun the guy I run into, or do I just stun myself?
The collapsible objects are realistically only for just like terrain objects. It doesn't do anything to other knights.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you run into another knight, like just full tilt smash into him, you're really only hurting yourself at that point. That's why you gotta stop like that last maybe 8 feet before you hit them. And
Would it be a
swing
good
up.
tactic to be sprinting at the enemy and then do a dodge roll at the very end? To stop, because you can stop your sprint that way.
Well, at that rate, you just turn around and unflake. You lose less core then.
I think you go back less when you do it off the sprint, do you?
Yeah, so like, because it's all animation, so if I'm sprinting full tilt, I stop on a dime.
Yeah, well, you can also just stop sprinting and press backwards to do it to counteract.
That way you don't have to be stuck in the animation either.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you also don't lose and don't gain a bunch of core either.
Yeah,
Because with a
when you-
dodge, you gain 10.
Yeah, because when you do the dodge, you are in that animation, and
Yeah, and you can't move.
you still get hit, even if you're dodging. It's really
Yeah.
just to pull you back,
Just
pull your hit
tapping
back
S's,
versus
yeah.
actually getting hit. Because while the hitboxes are pretty close to the actual knight, they can be a little funky sometimes. Okay, so everyone feeling a little bit squirrely, feeling a little bit good on that one.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
word?
feeling
Okay.
nice.
So for this one, it's going to be the 3v3. But you're going to only attack the opponent in front of you and finish that fight first, and then move to help your teammates.
Understood.
So don't all gang up on each other. Make sure you are 1v1ing. Finish your fight, and then if your teammate wins, you both go over and wait for your third person, and just kind of go from there. If your teammate loses, then you step in immediately. So
Understood.
don't actually 2v1 anybody. Just it's still 1v1s. But if your teammate loses, you are immediately into the fight. So just be aware, if you kill your opponent and there's a dude that's free, he's gonna attack you right away. So if he's right behind you, it's gonna be a bad time. But don't actually interfere until that person's dead. All right,
Gotcha.
you are ready?
On
Melee only. Commence. distracting, so pay attention. A lot going on. Excellent block there, Mr. Crab. Zhao getting some good hits in. Come on, Rex, give him the business. Dagger, careful there, buddy. Nerve was getting you good. Alright, Mr. Crab is down first. Excellent showmanship, though. Excellent maneuvers. Who will be next? Ooh, it's Mr. Rex. Good show, sir. Alright,
Jump in,
Minerva.
Joe.
Watch that kick. Will always get you. Don't rely on it too much, Dagger.
Get fired.
Excellent fight. Excellent show, sir.
What button is the kick?
That's more of a animation, so when you dodge
Oh,
backwards-
GG.
Oh,
I
the
was at
cross
20
kill.
Hey.
Excellent.
I was at 20.
Excellent.
Very good.
GG.
Oh, I got him too. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very well done.
I had 20 health left.
Incredible.
Yeah, you can definitely see how it gets a little squirrely real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And playing aggressive is good,
Okay,
but
so-
too aggressive can be a problem.
Dagger. Okay. Alright, Jav, if you want to dismount, then we'll do that.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, I'll reset everybody here. And this one will still be melee, but now you are going to do the full-on, just, it's a brawl, no mercy, no holdbacks, team up on each other, you know, do what you gotta do
Gotcha.
to win. But it is still melee. So just be prepared that it is extremely hostile and it is to your health at this point. But melee only, just keep it in
Whoop.
that. And there's a reason for this, because a lot of this is trying to get you guys comfortable feeling out
I think
how
this
it
knight's
works,
broken.
how it works.
It's just kind of spinning in a circle.
Okay, yep. That does happen. Fix that for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, try that one there. Only had one so far, so that's always a good sign.
There we go.
Yeah, sometimes the... Alright. Remember, this is the all-out brawl. It's still just melee, but you can team up on each other. You can absolutely fight each other, do whatever you need to do, stab the shit out of each other, win, win, win. You may commence. And the flares do work, actually, against the locking missiles, which is pretty nice. Each team is 2v1.
Oh, I'm getting rolled.
Oh
So
no!
specifically for us to go get.
I got rolled.
Careful in those melees, don't friendly fire each other.
Whoop. Speaking of friendly fire,
There you go, Zhao. Get in there. There you go. So you can see right away how much faster, like how just bam, bam,
That was
bam,
crazy.
that gets
Yeah.
really fast.
I got intense.
Yeah, very quickly. The ones who
So-
are in the 2v1s on the less numbering side get fucked.
I lasted longer than the other 2v1.
True.
To be
Me and
fair, you do
Dagger
have
did
a
some
little
clean
bit more
up.
experience.
I didn't
Zhao got
die
behind
until
him.
I got hit by a fucking friendly.
Then it was over.
Get him!
Alright.
Six bayonets,
this one-
gents.
Oh, wait, hold on. We'll reset here. Let's get a little bit more squirrely with it. Alright, Zhao, Dagger. if you wanna
I didn't get
dismount.
hit.
Oh, you didn't get hit?
I'm good. No, I didn't get hit.
Yeah, I didn't get hit.
Okay.
No. I was always on the ass of everyone and hitting them while someone else kind of stood there to take their attention.
But you can
Usually-
definitely see
Mhm.
just a little bit of a classroom moment here.
I don't think these weapons actually shoot a projectile.
The last pistols?
No, these las rifles, they're not impacting anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're shooting each other with them. They do nothing.
Well, the way I have it set up in here, it doesn't do a lot of damage.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, wait a minute, what happened to these rifles? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was
from
like shooting the wall and nothing was happening.
a teaching moment here. You can see how, like, you guys are, say, during a tournament, you're fighting, you get into a melee. You gotta remember, there's a gunfight probably going around all around you, and they can shoot into that to hit you guys as well. So, when you get into these melee fights, you either gotta commit and finish that bastard really fast, or withdraw, you know, and fight another day. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea, or, you know, just being like, fuck it, we ball, thug it out, we're just gonna, you know, full send it. But just remember, it's a one-life event. If you die, you are leaving your teammates open on some form. So you have to make sure that your sacrifice is either A, worth it, or B, you're taking somebody with you. Either even the odds, or, you know, make it better then. So this is where it comes into the fact of, like, if you get into a fight with a knight, well, yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty cool, but, you know, your teammates might not think so in the heat of the moment. But when you get into a fight with a knight, which we'll show that later on here, just a melee fight against a knight in armigers, it can get pretty bad real fast. Like, yeah, it is, we'll showcase that a little bit here. But on this one, we're going to do the same thing. You're only going to fight the opponent in front of you first. You will not team up. You're just going to fight the person in front of you. But you can use your autocannon. So we're going to add in the shooting into this mix now. Don't feel afraid to communicate with each other and try to coordinate everything. But this is going to be shoot your opponent in front of you, kill your opponent in front of you, melee, guns, whatever it takes, and then move on to help your buddy. Now, if your buddy is still in the fight, you just kind of hang back, wait till they're finished. Either he wins, and then you both move on to the third person, or if he loses, then you step in immediately. Alright? When you are ready, we will commence in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, that's you shoot until you're like melee, right? So I know melee is a bit more non-preemptive. Preemptive is the game. Passive is the way.
God damn it.
Good fight, sir. Good fight.
Good try, Crab.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Good fight, man.
So you can definitely
GG.
see how adding in shooting really changes the dynamic of how things play out here.
Absolutely. Especially when it comes down to I'm focused on that guy trying into melee combat and I'm taking damage just kind of passively almost.
I have a question on the shooting part. So if I'm mid-dodge or whatever, would it hamper like my aim as if I have my lock on as soon as I get out of it, or am I like gonna be locked on?
I mean, you can't shoot while you're dodging. So
Yeah, but as soon as I get out, is he gonna like take a sec, or as soon as I'm out of it, I can just shoot straight away?
At
I'm
these
not entirely
ranges,
sure.
it should, like, if you see your crosshair lined up, you pretty much, as soon as you're done getting out of the animation, you could immediately start shooting. Now, when you're in the dodge animation, your barrel is kind of jumping around a little bit, so it's probably not going to be as lined up, but as soon as you're done with the animation, it automatically realigns directly to where it needs to be. So
also, the person shooting at you can keep shooting you while you're dodging.
Yeah.
Yep.
so there's a lot of give take with that. Drum
And
will
once
do you
your
need
oh yeah, I do. And also once your shields are gone, a bullet, a round hitting you, staggers you, and you can't do anything.
Now, obviously, you can see in the background there is the actual tournament arena. There's buildings, there's cover, there's concealment, everything all the way in between. So, it's not necessarily only a gunfight. You can definitely get up close and personal. Now, one thing that you guys have probably all seen, especially the newer folks here, is that you can see bright red aspects returns of enemy knight right here, or enemy armiger, and how far away they are, and if they're in melee range. Like, it's giving you a readout of what's happening, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. In
Is
that,
my-
you have a 300-meter radius around you where you can locate everything. So, as long as somebody is outside of that range, you won't actually see them. So this whole thing, you will not be able to track each other as easy versus being within
I
that
still
main.
need my prepared.
Yeah. So the downside to that, though, is that you return everything. So if there's a ton of friendlies and a ton of hostiles in front of you, it starts to really kind of clutter your screen really fast. So being able to pick out what's important and what isn't is going to be very critical very quickly on, discerning what's a major threat, what isn't, what needs to be focused down, what doesn't. Okay, here, let's do this. Minerva, if you want to swap teams, and Jerome, you want to swap teams, realized how balanced this was, or unbalanced it was.
Sure, I'd be okay with that.
You want to switch over to
On the dark side, Minerva.
Alright, and then Dagger.
Well, I was part of the Alpha Legion. Chaos is kind of my thing.
Chaos.
Up.
I popped up. I think.
Yep, there you are.
There we are. Hello.
So after this, we should probably do more of the
Ooh.
new people one-on-ones. We want to start doing some of those.
I'm not.
Oh, there it goes.
Does this cannon have any penetration?
Hi.
Very high.
It's like
Hello there.
shoot through the armature.
The autocannon will not go through an armature into another target, but it will go through most buildings and walls. Not everything, but most stuff. The armor penetration on it is just insane. Like, all the testing we've done, these gray walls you see around you are like the only thing it won't go through, which is why they're used as the tournament walls.
Gotcha.
Because don't want anybody
This thing
shooting or anything like
screams.
that, so
Is chaos.
do one more 3v3. This will be guns and melee all the way in. It will be no holds barred. It will be, you can team up on each other. You can go from there. You can shoot. You can melee. Do whatever you need necessary to win this one. Just wait for draw.
You guys want to split chat so we can communicate fire?
And then we will get some of the guys who, if you have any questions or concerns after that, we'll get you a little bit more seat time. That way you can get some more practice in, be a little bit more comfortable with it from there.
Huh.
And then after that,
Okay.
do a couple of kind of the crazy
Oop.
tests with it, and then get the tournament run.
Awesome.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
so do this real quick. It's 3v3, no holds barred. You guys came around a corner, you ran into each other, guns, melee, stabby, shooty, win the fight. Ready on the red?
Yep, we're ready.
Yep.
Imperium is
Everybody
ready.
on the blue. Alright. May begin in 3,
Chaos is ready.
2, 1, commence. Remember, friendly fire is on for your guns. Shoot each other in the back.
Shield here. There we go.
Kill. Next one.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
Oh, I got me with guns. Well done.
Well, good fight, good fight.
GG.
Now, two things. Remember, this is all a learning experience. This is not a beat each other down and haha, we're better than you kind of deal. This is
Absolutely.
all here to learn. There's two things that I'd like to point out from the spectator side. One, the Imperial side, they focus fire on their targets. They chose one and kind of focused you down and worked it down from there, forcing you to rush them and bring the fight to them and be able to have that advantage to continue to shoot. Armigers cannot shoot and run at the same time. That is a distinct difference that the Imperial Knight has. The Knight can shoot and run at the same time. Do not forget that. It is very important.
They can chase you and gun you down.
So, a couple of the guys here learned it the hard way fighting me, so yes, you can absolutely gun people down while chasing them with the Imperial Knight. You cannot do that with the Armiger, so if you need to withdraw and force them to come at you or anything like that, you can absolutely do that. Second thing, excellent job from the red team here, Chaos side. You can walk and shoot, you cannot run and shoot. That's the difference. So when you're full bore sprinting, you can only shoot that. As far as the Chaos side goes, you guys did notice that you were getting a little outnumbered, or you lost one and you're kind of losing the gunfight, so you chose to take the initiative and get up in there. That was excellent. That was an excellent decision, saying, hey, you know, at the very least, we can try to do that shock factor. Just bam, we got to get in there and start just pounding on them real quick while they're still trying to shoot and changing their thought process from shooting to stabby. It's kind of weird how we're hardwired like that, but it's kind of like trying to pick up, kind of like rubbing your belly and patting your head at the same time. You know, it's easy to do, but once you kind of add a third thing into that, like chewing bubblegum or something, it kind of short circuits you for a second. You got to kind of change gears and everything. And that gear change is where you can get some hits in pretty fast. It's not very long, and the more experienced people are definitely going to be able to react to it a lot faster and kind of go from there on it. But inexperienced people or people who are not as used to it, you can definitely tell there is that little bit of the jump in between the two of them. This is not a bash on anybody. This is just a
dodging and shooting.
Yeah, this is not a bash on anybody. This is a honest assessment of saying, hey, these are the things that we've learned. We're passing this knowledge on. Keep it in mind because it's very critical.
I have learned in an Armiger v Armiger fight, if they want to bring the melee to you, they can try as much as they want, but once their shields are done, you basically win. You keep shooting them until you have to reload, and then you can start punching them.
Yeah, definitely
because
empty the
drum. Every time
drum.
you shoot them, you stagger them whenever they have no shield, so that way they can't react.
Gotcha.
If you, I don't know who I was facing off against in this corner over here, but that's basically what I did. I engaged you in melee long enough to back off, and then
That was me.
Yeah.
I saw that we were getting knocked down, so I pushed as hard as I could.
You did
try to buy us time.
Yeah, it was a good effort. But
and usually in that position, if you have teammates like off to your left or right side in another lance or something, that's a situation where it's like, hey, we're getting hit. Either one or two of them need to turn or rotate their fire and try to hammer that guy down. Because, again, right now, you're just looking at a single lance-on-lance combat situation. In some tournaments, in some skirmish battle situations, you are going to be seeing people in multiple lances. So you'd have another lance of 4 or 2 or 3, however it is set up, off to your side. If they're not immediately engaged, there is no harm whatsoever in saying, hey, we're getting beaten up over here, and they can have one of their guys or 2 of their guys or all 3 of them turn and start firing into the melee there and trying to take down your opponent. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's great getting kills. We're all about kills. It's 100% get that engine kill on there, gain that glory and everything. But this is a team fight. You can definitely tell as soon as you start to lose one, maybe 2 people,
absolutely.
The tables turn instantly.
It gets rough.
it gets bad really fast. So you want to be the person on the team that is getting that first kill in. Like, even if you go down afterwards, getting that first one down is that moment of like, oh crap, we lost one. And they still have everybody up. So now we kind of got to adjust tactics. The trades are good. Preferably they trade first and they go down first, but you definitely want to make sure that you're the one winning that fight. Now, it doesn't always go like that, but obviously this is the most extreme, oh crap, we're point-blank range with knights, essentially, trying to shoot in melee with one another. It's not necessarily the best situation to be in. So, right now, we'll get everybody back in. We can 1v1 each other just to try to feel a little bit more comfortable.
You might have to wake somebody up.
I have to get up for a second. I have to take my brother somewhere. I'll be right back.
Right. Oh.
Somebody's knocked the fuck out.
It's Tagger. Oh no. Yeah.
Smoke challenge.
Yeah. Get a little practice in. Just feel a little bit better with it. If you have any questions, take it slow. Try to practice with each other. See how you feel comfortable with it. Just stick to melee for right now. Gunplay is obviously very straightforward. You point and you shoot. But
If anybody wants to specifically practice against me, I will not say no.
Right, this
Where
one's
are you?
borked. The one in
I
front of
am
me.
the one
Okay.
who just shot in the air.
Alright, I'm on you. I'm right in front of you.
Yes. I was
Does that
stepped
do
on.
damage?
Hmm?
Ah, I didn't think that actually did damage.
oh yeah.
Running? Yeah.
Yeah, if he's not in a knight, you can just run over infantry.
Or the bigger stuff, obviously, melee.
El Squisho.
Yeah. That's why if someone gets out, you immediately just run over them and then fuck their armors are up. Or you can leave it there.
See, in a 1v1 honor duel, if someone accidentally dismounts, back off, let them get back in, let them do that, get in there.
Yep, that was over.
Hey,
Yeah,
very
thank
nice.
you.
I tried to sprint around you in the first engagement, and for some reason my sprint wasn't working.
Alright. Rex, which one are you? Are you the one on the east or the
Sparks just flew
west?
everywhere.
They did.
I'm assuming you're on the west, Rex, because you're... Alright. Yeah, we're gonna work on you with melee, because I know you're gonna want to get good with this. Everything is preemptive and passive. It's a lot different than normal web knights. Obviously, you have to wind up, so it's not fast and
Why am
quick,
I
it
on this side of the
sucks.
field?
I didn't mean to put you over there.
So, yeah. It's the only bad part, but a lot of it can be, obviously, this, waiting. Waiting for when someone fucks up and capitalizing on it.
Crab, how do you feel about stuff so far?
Yeah, more or less. As well, obviously learning the
Grab one
different
quick.
melee stuff. Walking to the side, all of it will be a swipe. Then if you down, back, yeah, it always does that. But if you backwards, you do a small little jab. Yeah, forward, all of them will always be two. Yeah, you do 2 slashes and an uppercut. You dodge, you kick, then uppercut. Pretty much everything ends with an uppercut,
Gonna go again.
but all do the
Play crab
same.
with that, I guess.
What, in the
Alright,
uppercut, does that
I'm
go
back.
through the block? Or,
I'm going back.
I can't remember, does the uppercut go through the block? The final third swing, or is that just...
the block
doesn't.
stops everything?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Probably you want to go again then?
So, yeah.
Oh.
And your obviously your left side is your dominant side. So, you know... Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Double kick.
These look like they'd be really fun to paint.
Yeah.
It would be.
I'm about to
Rex.
get my ass handed to me again.
Do you remind?
So
do you? Oh, go ahead.
The kick is just one of the melee variants.
You dodge and then you kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you dodge back, if you immediately hit
If-
the melee, then it will go. It'll throw that kick out.
How low did I get you?
60.
Jesus, fuck, I'm getting worse.
Dagger's just.
I,
Nah, drama wrecked me on that 3v3.
See, this is why I have my Lancer. You can't have all the good melee guys.
Once I get
Most of
Rex
my
up there
lance
and
doesn't
teach.
even show up, sir.
Once,
Hey,
once
Magos?
Oh, they do.
hey, I show
Yes,
up.
sir.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do you know if these models have .co files?
Offhand, I have no idea.
Copy.
I've got Lance and
probably find
Hinsey, and we can see neither of them are here. Lance is usually attempts to be here.
I mean,
Hinsey's never here.
well, he's got kids and family.
Yeah.
I know, but like,
Right.
No,
so
for the unit that me and Zhao are from, House of Den, I'm part of their development team, so I was curious if I could make some skins for you.
Yeah, we had skins. Technically, we do have them, but they don't like to transfer over to multiplayer for some reason. And I don't know why. But essentially, when it comes to the knights, we have the house colors, and then on the shield there, we wanted to have a squadron emblem. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as to say Lance emblem, because then that just gets a lot of fucking work really fast.
I see you sneaking it up there. Don't think you're slick.
no,
I'm
I'm
not
just
trying
saying.
to sneak. I'm trying to get your fucking attention, but not
Right.
interrupting.
So, Rex,
You're fine.
obviously, again,
I'm just teasing you. You're fine.
playing like defensive is usually the better way to go in melee. Obviously, if you need to go balls to the walls with melee, do understand. If you fuck up once and we either A, disengage, because they're gonna capitalize on that, so just dodge 9 times out of 10. Because blocking will block the one hit, but then you immediately either have to A, dodge to try and not get hit by the other one, which usually doesn't work if you block first, or B, hit back and try and trade at least. It's usually the best case scenario.
Oh, another question. Not about texturing. What do the countermeasures actually dodge against? I know they're for guided munitions, but
Get Rex.
what guided munitions would we be looking for?
Either one that has a lock on. Generally speaking, it's only the missile pods that are on top of the knights, which
Okay.
don't actually do anything right now. But again, it's one of those things like you are.
They used to.
Well, that was before the Armager update.
No, they did after the Armager update, and then something updated and they stopped working. Same
Yeah.
time as the Plasma did.
Well, Web Knight
Yeah.
told me himself that they they weren't working against players. They work against AI.
They
but
were
they
against
don't work
AI
against-
knights.
Yeah, they work against AI
No.
knights, but they don't work against people. And it's like, well, you know, that doesn't do a whole lot of good.
Yeah, Rex. Passive, and you get fucked once. Be ready to disengage. Always fucking dodge. Dodging is your best friend. Blocking is your nice backup. So,
You guys want to do
uh,
it in a 3v3?
Magos, if you want to comment on Rex's combat, because I obviously so kind of new to dueling. You might know more than what I would. Or,
Yeah.
drama.
Wrap up your duels here, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a fun one here, just to get everybody loose again. Dodge is your friend. There is no concern about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ping can sometimes mess with
I'm
you.
dead.
Very
Well done.
nice. I'm just glad I won one of the melees. I've
Grabs.
been getting my ass beat.
Don't panic, swing the block button. Good. There you go. Watch your core attempts. But yeah, blocking that kick is an excellent one to do because that's definitely gives you enough time for the wind down to be able to come back in with
If
it.
you wanna.
But if you hit it on that first one, sometimes you'll be able to get that animation faster.
Oh yeah, it will. It does take a bit to get used to, but when you kind of get in that flow of just knowing what they're going to do, then it gets a lot better.
Had you on the ropes there, Dagger.
Yeah, I'm in.
Ooh!
What happened over there?
Listen,
Rommel?
It was fighting, dude. John, I don't think you realize I've been like 1v4ing fucking AI. I got a little good with
The AI
understanding
cheat
preemptive attack.
hell, too.
Dude, yeah, AI will like frame perfect fucking hit you.
All right. If you guys all want to jump back over to blue 4.
Oh,
Copy that.
we can do AI fights. Oh no. Oh no. It's either really good or really bad.
Is it us against Magos again?
Oh, not the 1v6. The 1v6.
Maybe, who knows?
You want me to stay on Op 4 and we'll do Battle Brother
you're
versus 5? Okay.
Okay, there is your guys' there. Oh god, what was coming here? Ow. Very painful, sir.
You're painful. I hold it in.
Dug it out.
We need another armature.
Another one?
Yeah, another one.
Broke it again. Okay. again.
Huh.
Oh,
No. There's
two
well, the
of us,
Minerva
there's
doesn't
only
have one.
Armazon.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us, only 1 armor.
Mhm.
Okay, try that one and that one.
Oi.
So here, we're gonna see a little bit of a difference here.
No way, really?
Just a little bit. All right,
Pardon
so
me.
Swarming like flies.
Pardon my rudeness.
No, it's not rude at all. Okay, so it's perfectly 2v2v2. Okay, so Rex, Dagger, you're together. Drommel, Minerva, you're together. Zhao and Crab, you're together. There's gonna be 2v1s against me. So there's a melee
Where's
only,
Zhao?
but you're 2v1ing me. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Whenever
Alright,
you're
Rex,
with me.
what's the strat here?
Oh, I'm with Dagger? Okay, hold on.
You with Luff.
We're
Oh, Loth.
doomed. We're
Lord
doomed.
of
I believe in you,
Fire.
Rex.
We're doomed.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Rex, preemptive.
Dagger and Rex, you're up first.
Split fire. That's the one.
I don't. Yeah, so you know your melee range? Add like an extra like 2 seconds onto it. That's what you need to do.
He's on me.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah, they 2-tap. It
Off.
hurty. It hurt.
Off, I don't think we're gonna be okay.
No, we're not.
Crab,
I knew
believe in
this
you.
going into this. Our best
I
bet is to
didn't
get
know
on
this.
either side of him and make him pay attention to one of us.
Gets squirrely really fast.
That
Good work for Mr. X and Mr. Dagger, though. And all this is an actual thing. I'm not being a dick here, but it was a good thing to try to do the separation. You can see that. That's what Mr. Drummond was talking about, trying to get on each side there. Only problem is I have a much bigger swing radius. I don't have to get up close like you do in the Armature. I can just fucking swing and hit both y'all without even trying. So something to keep in mind. You have to get that almost 180 difference on each side of a knight. You can't get that 90 because I could just sit there and hit both y'all. So just make sure you're keeping track of that. You got to get totally on the opposite direction. You want that front and that back. You want an Eiffel Tower, else it's going to be a bad fucking time.
Gotcha.
All right.
Ready, Minerva?
Ready, Minerva, Mr. Drommel?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
He's on me, he's on me.
Oh god!
There
There you
fucking
go.
Let's go.
Gaming.
And you said you weren't gonna win, Rommel.
I was pretty fucking sure I was gonna get. I have 10 armor.
No, as long as you stun lock him, that's all you need. Because when the one hit hits, the other one hits, and you go back and forth.
All right, let me get you guys your...
All right, you two saw how it's done. Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up, Drew.
And there's a reason I'm doing it like this, where it's 2v1 versus the knight, so you guys can kind of see. Because if it's a 2v2 with 2 armatures versus 2 knights, get the fuck out of there. Just run.
Yeah.
If you're fighting that, you're
Run
wrong.
or outrange them. Because
Like-
9 times out of 10, they are running something CQC.
The armatures, most of the time, have better range capability than a knight does. Like the farther away you are to shooting a knight, the better. Armatures, you can do that mid-short range, get squirrely, get fighting with them. That's okay. You know, that's kind of what you want to do. You want to brawl a little bit. You want to get that shooting in. You want to get that brawl in. It's good. With a knight, you want to gun them down like a dog they are. Do not get up close to them, because you saw how that first fight went. You know, you guys did good, but I'm sorry. It
Our
definitely
angle's
was there.
too tiny.
Now you can see I kind of panicked there a little bit, and I was trying to flip my focus back in between them, rather than just being like, "No, Drama, you're dead." Because I hit him that first time, and if I was able to just kind of follow up and hit him that second time, it'd have been GG after that.
I dodged pretty okay out of the way, I think.
Yeah, it kind of threw me off. I thought I was going to be able to hit you with that second swing, so I was like, "Oh wait, he's still alive. Oh crap, there's someone behind me."
And then you turned around, and then I just kept pummeling you with the spine.
So I got caught where they were hitting me on both sides rather than hitting me in the front and the back. Because at that point, even if in the front and the back, I can either block or continue the swing to hit the other one. But yeah. All right, Mr. Zhao, Mr. Crab, are you ready?
Si, senor. Ready as always.
Get out of the way. Oh, I love that horn.
Yeah, the Lockguard and the Wrath House Knights actually have really cool ones.
The 180 turn.
Fuck.
Ooh, good hit there, sir. Not expecting that second one.
In practice, it almost worked. In reality, it didn't. I got the stun from the sprint, though, which is kind of what I
You did
wanted.
get me set up for Crab there, but it was that, again, it was that follow-up of just, hey, I have the range. Because you got to remember, what is it, the distance on it, Drommel? Is it like, I think it's 8 to 10 meter radius swing for
Knight,
the armature,
yeah.
whereas the
Armature,
knight is like 15, 16 meters.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Somewhere
have to,
between 16 and 20.
so you have to kind of just barely sit on the range for the armature unless they're already stunned.
Yeah.
Versus
so-
the knight, you can just, oh, they're there. Or,
Yeah.
Fucking
So
hit.
it's one of those things where it's like, you got to remember that in the night, I have a bigger fucking swing.
Yeah.
He's got an
Yeah,
extra mech and a half on us almost.
Yeah.
Or half a mech. Crab, there's another one for you.
Rex, you want to go again?
I'm gonna sit pretty on the fact that I got him.
You're happy. Fair enough.
I did the goofy. But yeah, in
I think
that
the thing is,
that
like-
sequence, you could definitely see that my goal was to make sure that they were separated. So the moment that you guys get up close and personal, you can just bam, 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 hit over and over again. It's gonna be very rough for the knight, because at that point he has to make that decision: do I try to just kill this one and then hurriedly turn around and kill the other one before he just beats me down, or stun locks me to where I can't do anything? Versus
goes.
if you can kind of keep them separated from one another, then you can kind of, as a knight, you can focus down one at a time.
Random fluff question.
Yes.
Why don't we change Ghost to Eidolon so that way it sticks in the Greek/Roman theme?
That's a good question. I just kind of
Also
Ghost
sounds
because it was
better.
the first thing that came to mind.
Eidolon sounds nicer.
I hear Eidolon and I think of
Rex,
Warframe, and I don't like it.
All right. All right. So this one is 3v3 or 3v1, I should say. Dagger, Rex, and Minerva, and then Drommel, Zhao, and Crab.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Over there.
Same as before.
Two of the
Same
more
versus the
experienced
first for
guys.
person of last.
Stack up. Melee only.
Melee only.
So we gotta keep it spaced, but close enough we can help out, and far enough that he can isolate.
Oh, I like the mask on that one.
Oh yeah, some are like really good.
Go
that's
get him,
really
boys!
Alright.
Careful not to
Something
hit
for me.
each other.
We got him. We got him. Never mind. We're not.
That was like, we got him, and then you got folded like laundry.
The
We
knight
got the
does
stun, and then
not-
we did not get the stun.
The knight does not get his stun locked. I'm down to 40 armor, by the way.
Oh, okay. We had him.
You had me. If I
That's just
hadn't
one
been
of
able
you-
to get that first swing off in that group there, because the timing,
Yeah.
that comes down to a thing. Time your swings, because you all swung at the same time, and that allowed me to, like, I took the hit, but since there was no immediate follow up, I was able to get out of the animation lock and get my swing out. And remember, I can hit all three of you at the same time. I don't have to focus like you guys do. So, good job. You did excellent on that, but it was just unlucky timing with the actual swings on there. Just food for thought on that one. Okay, let me get you guys set up here. Now that I say all this, I'm gonna get my ass beat.
So what I'm hearing is Zhao, Crab, then me. That's the order we're hitting. Tap, 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 tap,
Or
tap.
just do two, have one sit there to back up in case something hits the fan.
Yeah.
Which doesn't hurt. You don't have to all three rush in. You can just 2v, and then as soon as someone goes down or just needs to back up, third person rush in, get that stab in, pull out. Alright. Mr. Drama, Mr. Crab, Mr. Zhao. Come hither henceforth. The boy who lives, come to die.
The boy who lives.
Excellent block.
Clean him up, boys!
God, there's Zhao.
This is where I succeeded last time. I almost did
Zhao in a
good,
dream.
but I didn't fail because I didn't dodge. Listen, the one time I actually did good in a Knight v Armiger, I did 20 damage and then immediately got Volcano Lance.
I will say, in Euro's favor, I almost cored myself.
We made you work for that one.
I almost blew myself up.
Oh, you almost cored. Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That would have
We
been
did 60.
hilarious. That would have been like, oh shit. I talked all that schmack and then immediately just blew myself up.
Yeah.
Oh god. Mr. Crab almost totally fucked me there because he actually blocked my swing. I'm like, oh shit. If Zhao had been right in my side, right in that follow-up, it would have been GG.
Oh
So,
shit.
definitely timing, but you gotta remember one thing with the Knights, and if you guys have an interest in actually piloting the Knights versus the Armigers, one thing with the Knights, there's two major things. The swing, the broad swing, has a lot of range, and the stab. The stab, you know how we're talking about how it has that hit range of like 15, 20 meters somewhere in there with that swing? That stab is close to like 25. So you can reach out and really hit somebody from a distance with that, just ramming. I think it's the third swing on there. You just stab forward like that.
Maybe, yeah.
And you can kind of abuse the different swings on it with the Armigers and the Knights if you swing, dodge, and then it resets back to 1, 2, 3. So when you're doing your sequence of swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, it resets off of 1 and 2 if you dodge in there, and then the third swing, you know, at that point you're kind of going through that third swing on there. So food for thought on keeping that alive and well within the back of your minds. And in this one, there's Armigers, and then this is going to be the old funny of everybody dogpile. Because why not?
Dogpile Magos while he gives himself a fucking.
They can't take
Thermal
us all.
Lance. Thermal Lance can! No, is it everybody? And then melee?
Yeah, it's everyone.
Everybody in melee.
Got it.
So
So
now
who's that for you? We're gonna
I
start
have
with
to retain my my skill.
Are we doing
position.
this again? Are we doing the 1v5 duel
This is
again?
1v6
Oh,
duel.
6.
See, last time they were shooting
you-
involved. This is just.
Do you
standard
want
stuff.
another night on that side and we do the 2v4?
Oh, it's fine.
No.
This is for
Stop!
The, this is for the
Listen, Drommel, to be fair, that's what happened last time and we barely won.
We lost!
We got a good
No,
last one.
no, when it was me, Dagger, you...
No, the
Yeah.
last one that we
Indian
did, I
Lancer.
did lose. I do have
'Cause it
that
was a-
recorded. I just
it was a
probably-
2v5.
But
Because
Hey, Hinsey and
we did do a
Magma.
2v5 afterwards, but the first one I did, I had the volcano cannon, and I didn't have more than 5 shots, so I totally goofed that one.
Yeah, you forgot to pack extra ammo.
Yeah, that really screwed me.
Alright, I remember now. Alright, ready?
Everybody ready?
Let's do it. Watch for it.
Careful not to hit each other.
Let's go, guys.
Well done.
At that point, I was trying to commit to too many different angles to try to hit y'all. And then I was like, I'm 80% on core. I'm gonna blow myself up here in a second.
Core go. Brr.
Yeah, if that had gone on for another like 5 seconds, probably I'd have just killed myself.
What are these
That
six
is
words?
the downside to the knight, is that you overheat a lot faster than the armature.
Core go. Brr.
Or definitely. All right, and this one, let's do this. Let's get, let's see, 3-on-3. We'll go into the arena, and you guys can get
I'll swap
some.
up. Dude, which side do you want me on? After I pasted you.
I'm still just gonna be observing for right now, but
Who do you want on my team? Let's put it that way.
take Mr.
Minerva and Crab?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Who am I with?
Meet me on Op 4. You're with Drow. Minerva, Crab.
Copy.
Zhao, Dagger, and Rex will be blue force. You don't have to go anywhere.
And whenever it's time, we'll drop down to the beer hall.
If you just dismount real quick, Crab, I can.
Unironically, I prefer the red armor.
Svedvek. Yeah. Alright, and this one, before you guys move around, and this one, what's going to happen here is that you are going to do the 3v3. This will be point capture and kill. You can either destroy the enemy team in its entirety, or you can capture 3 of
The
5 points. Now, if you hold 3 of the 5 points for 2 minutes, that side will win. So it is important that you are trying to capture the points as well. If you capture 4 of the 5 points, you win automatically. But if you have 3 of the 5 points, you just have to hold them for 2 minutes. If you lose it, then it will reset.
Copy.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Alright, so if you want to split up, I will get you sorted here.
Yep, we just want our armigers.
Are we getting chaos ones or just the white ones like before? It's up to you. I don't make the rules. I'm just a guy.
Just a man. Silly little guy.
There you go.
Yeah, John knows how silly I am.
He is silly. Quite silly. As one of his pilots, he is quite silly.
Alright.
A little
Right.
goofy, if you could say so.
So, Crab and Minerva, I guess we drop down to the beer hall.
Get you. Grab. Nerva. There we go.
All right, guys. What's the strat?
Strat, we keep close but split. We follow their lock because we can see their locks. We target one, and we do that from there.
Gotcha. You want to move towards zone, or do you want them to move and then we?
We look preemptively where they are, kind of. I see a lock on one that's in the center already, but obviously we won't know until we get closer.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think we just honestly do a 3v1 or
3v1 or yeah, something like that. Here,
If they have the same idea as us, then it'll just be a straight up.
Do observe the map. The sectors are set up in a specific way. The markings are accurate because I updated them for this. So you can use those buildings as you see.
Okay. So
Talk to them real quick. Yep. Alright.
Hello?
It's just me. Alright. Don't go up yet. They're still... the building markers are accurate. The green ones are the green ones are scalable, and the red ones are ones with interiors of sorts. The interior buildings are fixed, so you can actually get in them. Went back and actually had to manually do that. Everything is up to date. Remember, it is you capture 3 and hold them for 2 minutes, or you capture 4 and win immediately. Now the bar has to be all the way full for it to count.
Copy
and
that.
it'll be the orbital strike to start.
All right.
I'll let them know, and we'll commence.
Chat.
All right, just me.
Quick.
So the orbital strike will be the start. Remember, it is 3 to have the 2-minute countdown start, and it's 4 to win instantly. The bar must be filled all the way. So if it's contested, not go all the way up. So keep that in mind. Obviously, there is the annihilation rule still, so if you kill all of them, then you kill all of them.
Yeah.
All right, any questions?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, in that case, we'll do this.
What do you guys think about this strat? We take D and try to rotate all the way around to A, or we just play merry-go-round until they
we
get
we
impatient?
could potentially, yeah. Also, make sure you assign it to yourself. I mean, we'll obviously take D. That is for sure. I'd like to make sure they don't get it.
Mhm.
We possibly take. We can either go B or E. We might go C and E just because while they're farther, they're closer together. So we could technically do that. And then if they try and rotate around the E, they either have to go E or we can go A, or either or.
Gotcha. As long as we shadow them, we should be pretty good then.
We're clear to go.
That's everything.
It's not melee only, right? Or is it melee
No, it's
only?
guns. It's everything. Full on.
Okay. Start shooting then, if you can.
You remember this is guns and melee, so shoot and stab.
All right. Yep. Don't forget, just set your range, everybody, real quick. Because we should be able to see everything in this one.
All right. Just gonna get myself in here. We can watch this with keen interest and keen eyes. Have the Chaos team moving up. There are no orc armigers. It's a little saddening, but maybe in the future. They are sticking together as a little bit of a pack. Rom's experience is speaking there. They are also sticking together as a pack. Looks like they're being a little bit gooberish. Oh, look at that. They secured their first objectives. I really need to update these markers. Select them when you look at them. Sector A and Sector D are taken. It looks like they may contest Sector B. Minerva's going for the squirrely strat of trying to get up top and high. But he is not able to support his teammates. It is the only downside. Because it is difficult to get over these little things. Right now, it is a lead for the Chaos team with 2-1. They capture a third. That 2-minute countdown will begin. So, here, it's turning into a lot of a gunfight right now. This Crab's getting very exposed right there. He may have run out of his shields. And one thing that Zhao is definitely keeping up here is the fact that these autocannons have a lot of penetration going through. Not a good sign for anyone trying to survive there. This Crab looks like he's going for the long flank. Minerva maybe jumping up and high over. Rommel is definitely losing that gunfight there. Got himself exposed a little too far out of cover. Oh, he is out of shields. That is not a good sign. Or he'd maybe just run into the... Oh yeah, he just ran to the side there. Oh no, he is out of shields. Oh no, Drommel is down. That is going to be a fatal blow off the start. Minerva is still stuck on the rooftops there. Not having been able to do much for the team. Crab is going for the long flank, but it looks like he's going to be intercepted by Dagger here. 2-4 has now taken 2 required. Minerva is having to duke it out, getting potentially armor penned right there. Crab has now found himself alone and scared, naked and afraid. Yeah, the separation on that is not necessarily a bad thing to do, but it can get a little bit squirrely. When he's stuck. Crab is staying alive. He is definitely a survivor in this regard. So it looks like they're getting a little bit caught up in the annihilation mindset instead of trying to continue to go for objectives. Though that said, it's not a terrible idea to do, especially with this. Oh, and Dagger is down! Now comes a little bit of the squirrely girly. It is one on each side. Guns are going. Is Mr. Crab going to commit to that? He's definitely getting the guns in. Going around the cover. Trying to draw them in. Only downside is if they get focus fire here on either end, then it's going to be a bad time. But the pop in, pop out. Oh no, Minerva got caught out by both of them. Mr. Crab is the last one left. Looks like they're going to focus him down with guns here. Not going to forget that melee. Shoot through. 36 round drums. I was trying to get in that melee, but getting shot by both Rex and the Crab. Oh no, and that is GG. Excellent, well fought. Had him going on the ropes there for a minute, but that was well fought.
I feel bad for whoever got stuck for that brief moment.
Yeah. That on the roof.
Yeah, that was me. I got stuck
that's
that entire
okay.
time. I went up and I just clipped into the wall.
Yeah,
I was
no.
trying to ping Zeus.
Yeah, going up doesn't help. Verticality is nice, but small, tight
really,
spaces
iffy up
don't work. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not, it wasn't even that. It's just that there's a break in between the buildings, and I was just stuck in an infinite falling glitch.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and fix some of these buildings, how they're set up for poking through, because it gets very squirrely with that. Mr. Rex, Mr. Zhao, if you want to dismount, I can get you fixed up here.
Mine's fully good. I just need more ammo. So it'll just pop
It's
out.
just it's just resetting that. Pros, cons? Remember, I am streaming this, so if you want to go back and review it at any point in time, you're more than welcome to, just to see how you did, how positive, negative, anything
I
like
mean,
that.
admittedly, I got caught out all alone. I should have sent Crab around like before we were heading to the capture point because I was wanting somebody to go around and get a long sight line on that alleyway, so that way, you guys couldn't hide behind the buildings from us.
But
Yeah, I
again,
thought going up would give me that sight line, but I just kept getting stuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
The plan was solid. It was just the fact that Minerva kind of got stuck up top that did kind of do you in there, unfortunately. It was no fault of his own. It's just the map being stupid, and
Yeah.
I didn't make the corrections
boys.
to it.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough, Rex. If you gotta head out. Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Just kind of go around the room here. Any pros, cons? bad.
Very much enjoyed it. That was honestly a lot of fun. I've never touched these things. I was always told by Warhammer units that I've been in that they bug the server worse than when dreadnoughts were added, so I never got to play with them. I will say that these are a heap of fun.
Yeah,
It's good to see a unit built around them.
I wouldn't say
Quite
they
unique.
bug the server out, because we've done campaigns with the Knights before and never had an issue with it doing like that.
Yeah.
Granted, that's possibly, we did that before the Armature update came out, so a lot of the network coding and everything was a lot better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, this isn't the first time we've done things with the Knights. I had a Twitch stream. It's gone now because you only have it for so long if you don't have X amount of subscribers and partner with Twitch. I do have a clip from it, though, where we did... we were out in the desert, and we were escorting Titans. against like literally everything, like tanks and planes and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. And I mean, it worked. We didn't have any issues in regards with the actual knights themselves, which was awesome. It was just obviously some of the network errors of the server sucked. I'm gonna be honest with you, the server box was not that great. But yeah, no, we definitely like to do that. A lot of the stuff we were doing with Mechanicus, I love my Mechanicus. Why this is a Quester Mechanicus house. There's just not a lot of assets right now, unfortunately, which I'm working on. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, for all the people.
Yeah, wink, wonk.
Yeah, wink, wonkity wook. It's just a work in progress. It's just unfortunate.
For everybody who doesn't know, every time you get in one of these things, at least for me, you have to basically reset your render distances.
Yeah.
Because
it's considered a vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, I have my stuff set for vehicles, on foot, etc., but I still have to reset it every time.
Oh, I have no idea then.
Yeah. Well, it's because
that was my guesstimate.
A new AI is why that you're taking control of.
Is that a Necron frickin' temple?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we actually did a tomb raid, and we actually went inside that thing. Can't do it in the nights, though, because it bugs them out, but you can do it on foot. Mr. Zhao, one good, one bad this evening.
One good, one bad. Good communication for the most part was on point. I know on our side, actively communicating, hey, we need to go here, hey, we need to go there. Even with minimal communication with ranks, which obviously I understand and expect, it is what it is. Something we learn to deal with. I feel like we communicated well. One bad was just we kind of were just going with the flow a little bit too much in terms of like, hey, go here, do this other here, that back and forth. And kind of did almost, considering the fact that Minerva, or whoever was up top, did at one point get a little bit of a flank on us and outmaneuver us. Other than that, we did well. We were kind of surrounded at one point.
I do think that if at that point, after he dropped dagger and he came down, if you guys had to have like your shit down at that point, that would have been a really bad situation because all crap you had to do is come in at that point, charge around the corner, get stuck in on melee, and then it'd have been So something to keep in mind is don't ever underestimate your opponents, especially when your shielding starts getting low or you lose it. Then you gotta look for that exit strategy sometimes. Mr. Rex in global chat, one good, one bad, sir. Might take a moment, but that's
okay. I have not hit you once, sir.
Nothing. Anything at all is fine. One good, one bad. Good thing the sky was blue, bad thing the ground was gray. Mexico burr.
Mexico burr, yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll go last, just because that's what I do. Mr. Minerva, one good, one bad?
I felt like the mechs operated very well. I honestly, this whole mech suit thing is very new to me, and I very much enjoyed it. I'd say that would be a good. A bad thing just would be the map. That's my only gripe here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a great training. I'm glad I attended. You guys are great.
I do apologize for the map kind of being borky. That is one thing that it's just an experience thing. Is like try not to go on buildings right now because the ones I have set up, I did not put the fixed version on. I have to go back and do. So it's a bit goofy.
Yeah, I didn't even think to say anything, but in my head I was like, those buildings are probably not fixed, right?
No,
they look
fix
the
all
same.
of them so you can't penetrate.
I just copy and pasted over and realized it was the old one still. Drama, one good, one bad?
For the entire night or just this last bit?
Thing, one good, one bad.
I like the people that are actually showing up. That I like actually having people show up. One bad is I fucked up in leading my squad to victory.
Nah.
I should have suggested Minerva not go up top. Should have had somebody with me while I sent Crab around. There's a lot of things I could have done better that might have won us the fight.
Yeah, and it's always good to see those and learn from them. This is why we do trainings, is to see what works and what doesn't. So, let's see, Mr. Dagger, one good, one bad.
For the good thing, I'll say coordination was pretty good. For the bad thing, I'll say not keeping track.
Oh,
of
hey Joe,
everyone.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you got cut off there.
For the bad, I'm just gonna say it's not keeping track of people on the enemy team. I don't know who was on the right, but you did catch me a bit off guard there because I was focused on the guy up top, he got the flank. So, yep.
That was Crab. I said Crab all the way around. I stayed in the middle, and Minerva was up top.
Mr.
So
Crab,
Drow
one
was
good, one
in the middle.
bad.
Are we doing one good, one bad about the training or the match?
Anything in general.
We literally have not even used a knight yet.
Is that a good or a bad?
I would say that's a bad for knight training.
I mean, technically an Armiger is a knight.
It's a classification.
You can't
Yes.
say that. Anyways, that's all I've got.
I usually like to start folks off with Armor just because it's gotten a lot more love from.
Yeah, that makes sense, but again, knight training and we literally didn't use a knight.
If you do have interest in the knight, I'm 100% happy to get that out and going. Always a fun time.
I guess it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, that's all I have, gentlemen. I thank you all very much for coming. I will leave this up and open. The top blue 4 spot is the Zeus slot if you want to have it. I am happy to it's up and going. I'll be up here all week, pretty much.
Okay.
If anybody has anything before we
Bye, Rex.
dismiss from there, then I would be happy to pawn things in or work with how we go, or anybody a chance to work anything however they want. You guys stuck up there.
Yeah. No, I hope not. Well, thanks for hosting tonight, Magos. I'm gonna go ahead and
No, I'm stuck. Nice.
bye.
Good swing, sir. Good swing.
I couldn't dodge